Hello and welcome to Economics 201. My name is Michael Kurth and I'm your professor for this course. Economics 201 is a survey course in economics. It's designed for non-business majors, and we'll be covering both microeconomic and macroeconomic topics. For those not familiar with those terms, microeconomics in Greek means small, macro means large, and in some business courses, you have a whole course devoted to micro and a whole course devoted to macro. Micro deals with individual behavior, how people make choices, how markets work. Macro deals with the larger issues, how the economy as a whole works. It deals with things like business cycles, unemployment, money and banking, inflation, economic growth. Those are macroeconomic topics. So in this course, we'll be covering both of them. We'll cover the microeconomic topics first because they're essential to really understanding the macro topics. This is a non-technical course, although economics by nature is technical. But I'll do my best to try to make it as simple and plain, straightforward for you as possible. I mean, we will have to draw some graphs. There will be some equations you'll have to learn, but I'll try to keep that to a minimum for you. The course is divided up into 8 sections. There's a full syllabus up on Moodle that you can look at, but for right now, let me see if I can post this up. You see, let's see, there are the eight topics that we'll be covering. First one is what economics is all about. Later today, let me get this straight here, there we go. Whoops. Later today, I'll be posting up the first lecture, which will be on what economics is all about. The second set will be on how markets work. The third one on market mechanics. That's where you'll get some supply and demand, and that's where you'll start to see some of your graphs. Then we have one that covers creativity, technology, the role of government in the economy. Then we'll talk about specialization, trade, and the global economy. And then monetary policy, money and banking, business cycles, and finally, we'll be discussing taxes, spending, and fiscal policy. All of those things are in the news recently, so you may find that interesting or informative. Also, I have some videos available to you and incorporated into this course. One of them is the 3 to 2 series by Milton Friedman. That was originally produced back in the 1970s and updated in the 1990s. I say, oh wow, he's trying to give us some material that's almost 50 years old. But you'll be amazed at how the issues of that day are still with us today. The same issues are being discussed today that were discussed back then. And Milton Friedman is probably the most famous economist of the last century. And these are a classic video. The other set that I've assigned is Commanding Heights. And what Commanding Heights does, that was a PBS series in 3 parts, but they were 2-hour parts, so 6 hours totally. And it traces the history of the last century in terms of competing economic ideas, especially those of Friedrich Hayek and John Maynard Keynes. And it goes up until, I think the last segment was made right after 9/11. And it talks about the swings back and forth between government control and government domination and free markets. And I think you'll find that very informative in terms of its content, but also giving you a broad picture of how economics fits into our society. All of the course material for you will be posted up on Moodle. We're not using a textbook. I'll be posting up some of my own lectures. There'll be a lot of links to material on the internet. There's just a ton of material available on the internet these days. And I'll be posting up PowerPoints and study outlines that will show you what our goals are, what our learning objectives are. There will be a combination of tests. Some of it will be written, where you will send it in to me digitally, Some will be online testing, multiple choice or short answer questions online. Um, my first lecture I'll post up a little bit later tonight. I'm just trying to get things caught up. This is my first web-based course that I've taught, and you're welcome to proceed at your own speed, but you can't proceed faster than me. And so I'm going to be posting up material as I go along. And in the next 2 weeks, I'll probably have all the material. I hope to have all the material posted up for you. But I'll be posting up later tonight my first lecture, which will be on what is economics all about, and the fundamental problem of economics, which is scarcity. Okay, so welcome to Economics 201, and I look forward to teaching you. If you need to reach me, you can call me at my office at McNeese, which is 475-5567. Although the best way to reach me is to call me on my cell phone. My cell phone number is 304-3638. I believe that's posted on my syllabus for this course. Texting is the best way to reach me because I don't have to answer you right away, but I do get it right away. If it's a real emergency, you can give me a phone call. Or you can reach me by email, and the best email to reach me at is mmkurth, it's mmkurth, at AOL.com. And I read that, I check that many times a day. So feel free to contact me if you have any questions, and welcome you to the course. Thank you.